Hey guys, this is Julian with Julian Tech Reviews, and we're here with another video. This time we're going to deep dive into Motorola's built-in Moto app. Now, you get this particular app with every Motorola phone, and it's been there the entire time. Did you know that? But we're just going to find out a little bit more as we deep dive into it. So, let's just be honest. Most people buy a phone for the camera or the screen, all the lights and bells and whistles. But if you buy a Motorola, the absolute best part, and I mean best part, is actually one single app. I'm talking about the built-in Moto app. While other brands like Samsung, Oppo, Vivo, when they just load your phones up with junk software that you're never going to use, probably because it's in Chinese and you don't speak Chinese, Motorola built literally a superpower hub that you can use, and it's just one app. It is the built-in Moto app. And we're gonna go into it thoroughly just to make sure you understand how crucial and how easy and how great this app is. In their latest update, they completely redesigned it. So they give you instant access to all the classic gestures everyone loves. Yes, including the chop chop flashlight, one piece. But it is also a brand new Hello UI deep styling, and their incredible new cross-device Smart Connect features is enough to, get you going on the Motorola side. If you own a Motorola and you aren't using this app every single day, I don't know what you're doing. You're just missing out. Let's just break down exactly how to use it like a pro. Follow me. Now, I can tell you a little bit about some of the great features that you have. If you've never had a Motorola phone, or if you didn't realize that Motorola was that dude, okay? Let me tell you about the Motorola apps, okay? You have to absolutely look at every single piece that Motorola offers. It might seem whimsical, it might seem, small in comparison, but the bloatware is not bloatware on here. It's just a little bit at a time with a little bit more of an Android, feel, but they put a nice little twist on some of their apps. So let's talk about the Motorola specific apps. And the first thing I want to do is just kind of explore the world of Motorola with you. So when you download and everything and you pretty much have all your apps loaded, you're going to see the Moto folder here, and you're going to see the Moto AI. Now we're going to talk about Moto AI later, but let's go ahead and talk about some of the Motorola apps. So the first thing I want you to do, if you're not used to a Motorola phone, you hit that Moto button. Now, this Moto button gives you a summary of all the features it has. You can essentially go through each one of these steps to kind of set up your phone to get you familiar with Motorola style. And there's a lot to it. It's just not just a gloss over. You have to do this because you will get the best use of the phone. So the first couple of things you want to do is personalize it, right? So you go to personalize it and you can choose custom colors. You can choose your display size, and it'll take you right to the settings where you can update that. Then you can go and put dark mode if you like. You can do that. And then the next thing you want to talk about is the gestures. So you want to talk about controlling your phone with simple gestures that will get you to the apps quicker or get you to the camera quicker or whatnot. Okay? And the good thing about it, they give you the gestures on the list and they show you in visual how it's done. So as you can see, there are about 10 gestures right here. So the first one, and these are not automatically turned on, you're gonna have to go and turn these on yourself, is the sidebar. So the sidebar is not even on there, but when you turn it on, it's on there for just an extra, access to your apps. All right, so let's go back to gestures. You got quick launch. So if you double tap the back of the phone in a certain place, you could quick launch some app that you want to choose, and you can choose whatever you want. I typically choose, camera, something simple, but you can just choose whatever you want to. And the most important thing you need to realize is that it's only available when you have the device closed. For instance, I have the device closed, and you see I'm tapping it, and it automatically turns on the camera. So that's cool. All right, the next one is the quick capture. Now, this one comes automatic to your phone. So when you get it, it would already be, open, or excuse me, it already be on. So what you're doing is just doing a screenshot by shaking it like this. Oh, excuse me. You can do any app, sorry. 2 times, sorry, 1, 2. Well, I have it locked to my phone to do the camera, so you can do whatever you want to. And then my favorite feature is the flashlight. This is automatic too. You just shake it and the flashlight is on, shake it and it's off, right? Then you got 3-finger screenshot. Just take 3 fingers and screenshot will pop up and there's your options. Then you got the 3-finger selection. So now this is for selecting text or images and dragging them to different apps, all right? So you want to see what I do? All right, so let's open up just a nice little email. Let's just talk about this, and then let's go ahead and open up a Chrome. Let's see, is there a Chrome here? There we go. And one of the cool things about this phone is you touch the top 3, it'll split it for you automatically. And then you can add another app. So that mode is, you put the 3 fingers, now everything is highlighted, and then you can copy and then you can paste it in the email, or actually, let me do it here. Three fingers, things are selected, and just move it over here. So essentially like a quick copy and paste function. All right, so back to the gestures. Then you have the lift to unlock. You got your flip to do not disturb. You got your pick up to silence, and you got your 3-finger swipe to split. So swipe up and you splitting. All right. So those are the gestures. Back on the menu, you have the play button. So it's for games. Now, I don't really use this as often because I'm not a huge gamer, but you can use that. You can turn on the Dolby Atmos, the media control, volume. That you need that because essentially when you turn down the volume, you don't want to turn down the volume of the entire phone. You might want to keep the game loud while you want to turn your caller ID off. So this is a good control for that. Okay, that's play. And then you have your razor tips. So if you want to learn what's new about Android or the Fold basics, you can go ahead and check that out. Then you have Moto Secure. Protect your phone if stolen. Okay, boom, you can lock all information. It's network security. Then there's also a secure folder. If you want to put things in a folder and you want your kids to access those particular apps, you can put it in the secure folder. So it's pretty much a nice feature to have. And then display, okay? So you can do your lock screen where you can edit your life away. You can put the best 4K, all that. And then it has attentive display. So it won't automatically turn off when you're looking at the phone. So that's pretty much the Motorola phone. And some of these apps are in that particular, but I recommend you go right into there. Then you have the Moto Secure, which we have, you know, kind of like the same information, your secure folder, device unlock, you know, all that. Then we have Moto Unplugged. This is just kind of like your Zen mode. If you've just been doom scrolling all day, you can set up a situation where you can quiet the noise, change the scenery, start a session. You can do all that. Okay, but who wants to do that? That's no fun. You have Smart Connect. So if you want to add a monitor and do some productivity, you could do that, as the woman model is showing us. And then you have notes. So you can do notes and write them, and, you know, just the basic, you know, writing of notes. All right, and that's pretty much the Motorola experience that you should do once you open up the package and once you get into the phone. You have to do that because you're not going to experience Motorola's greatness if you don't. So just keep that in mind.